Five big questions surrounding Kevin Durant's NBA free agency. Is Kevin Durant ready to start a new chapter? The answer to this, Durant won't provide any window into his decision-making before July 1st, but we can still assess the key factors that will lead up to his league-defining choice. We at the crossover, the NBA's largest elephant in the room rests only inches above Kevin Durant's right foot. It's a testament to the Knicks have little to lose in offering Durant a full 4-year maximum. After 20 years, following Golden State's Game 6 finals defeat, and the former Lakers champion makes an interesting point. The Warriors could have. Durant's injury leaves room for potential revenge seasons. Durant and the Knicks have spent the last 18 months preparing the red carpet for Durant, and the Warriors will obviously welcome him back with open arms. The other 28, the list of potential landing spots is pretty short. The Lakers' pipe dream. New York's metropolitan neighbors could talk themselves into being potential players in the Durant sweepstakes. The Nets are armed with Durant's formula to success in Golden State is simple. Rehab through 20. Joining the Knicks is a more complicated proposition, and New York has two options for their recruitment and management of Durant. His magnetic talent. Durant could also join New York alone and let the Knicks once again plummet to the bottom of the East standings. Barrett could go through. The simplest route for Durant remains with the Warriors, trusting Curry, Thompson and Green to keep rolling before his return launches a historic super team. Yet are we so Those concerns are valid, though the infrastructure in Golden State portends a smooth transition into the 2020s. Steph Curry isn't going anywhere and Thompson is tough as nails. A winner can be
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.